Hi guys, welcome back to the Couch Crocheter, episode 73. Finished objects and an Ollies trip that I bought with some of the money that I made from selling slippers. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Couch Crocheter. We are at episode 73. I did sell some slippers. We were at Ollie's, and Honey talked me into getting these because one of the colors I've been looking for a while because I fell in love with it a long time ago, and the other one was just there. So, since I did make some money on my slippers, I did spend some money on yarn. And the reason that I wanted this particular color is that I wanted to do a next project with it. And we'll go over that during the next project if everything works out according to what my brain says it's going to. We'll see how that goes. We'll keep you updated on the project, but I do want to just show you the yarn that I did end up picking up. So I picked up 2 of the Yarn Inspiration Caron Skinny Cakes. The specs are made in India. This color, and this is the color that I've been looking for, is Tartane, Tartin, T-A-R-T-E, T-A-T-I-N. I saw this a long time ago on the website, and I fell in love with it, and I wanted it, and I finally found it at Ollie's. It is 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable. Now it is a lightweight number 3. Recommended needle size is a 4mm, as well as a recommended hook size. It is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 795 yards, or 727 meters. And here it is, and I love the colors. Love, love, love the colors. Now, the only thing I do wish is that this did not come in a skinny cake. I wish this came in a regular Caron big cake. But we're going to work with it. So I got 2 of that color. And then while I was there, I found this color, and I won't go over the specs with you. Again, I will just tell you what the color is. This one is called Bluebells. Whoops, I almost dropped it. There we go. I'm loving the blue with the green, and there's a little bit of like minty green, and then a little bit of like slate blue. Loving, loving, loving the colors of this one. So I don't know. I'm going to have to see. I think these colors might go semi-good together because I'm thinking this is like outside beachy and this is like ocean. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to give too much away. And if it does not work out as my brain wants it to, then this might be a huge disaster, but we'll see. And then there was this, and I have not ever tried these, and I figured why not, I might give it a whirl. It's the Red Heart Aramagurumi. Each one makes 2. It's the dinosaur pattern. It's a superfine number 1, machine washable dry, 100% acrylic. It has 239 yards, 219 meters, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. And I think it's just called Dinosaur. Yep, it's just called Dinosaur. So it has like the orange, the yellow, the blue, all in there. The green. Now I do believe that their pattern is either online, I think it is. Yeah, free pattern at redheart.com. It calls for a 2.25mm hook, which I don't even know if I have a B, to be quite honest. And my purple needles aren't here. Wait, which ones did I get? Not the tulips. Oh my gosh, what are the other ones called? Clovers. Clovers are over there. I don't even know if I have a bee hook, and I don't even know if I'll ever use this, but I thought, why not? The worst that can happen is it doesn't turn out. But these ones I did fall in love with. And I do see a lot of patterns when I'm, looking for stuff to do that does use this. It's called It's a Wrap by Red Heart, and this one is Hues. It's 50% acrylic, 50% cotton, 5.29 ounces, 150 grams, 623 yards, or 570 meters. It is a number 2, fine, sheen wash cold, gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. Hook and needle recommendation is a 2.75 or a C or a number 2. I don't even know if I have a number 2, let alone, a B or a 1. But I did love these colors. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I loved them. So guys, that's all I picked up at Ollies. So along with my crochet along of the mandala blanket that I'm doing this year, well, I'm really doing 5 of them, but I'm only doing 1 right now. I also set 2 other challenges for myself. The other challenge was to make a pair of slippers every month, or a new pattern. Let me rephrase that. A new pattern for slippers, or showcase a pattern for slippers every month. So the ones that I have been doing have been by Stephanie Zede, How to Crochet House Slippers. So I don't know if you remember the last video where I finished the house slippers and I showed them, and I showed the color. I think it's Tropical Butterfly. Oh, so attached to it. That I showed you the color, and then I was like, oh yeah, I started. There's this little green part. Well, I decided for this month, since I knew the pattern, and I do want to showcase, these ones, because these are the ones I fell in love with first. This is the one that is going to be my control for the other patterns. Not that I'm going to judge them according to, what I've learned from Stephanie. But these are the ones that I've been doing. So I thought, why not start the challenge off with the ones that I've been doing. And besides that, I don't know if you know in the video, remember in the video, I showed you when I showed you this color, when I finished the other ones, that I already started the toe of this one in the green. So I figured I already started it. I'm not ripping it out. Some of the other patterns that I've already chose. If you go to my playlist down below, there is a playlist just called Slippers. I think there's 11 in there so far, and I need to pick out 1 more pair of the ones that I want to make for each month. So I want to have like each month showcasing a new pattern of slippers. So this was the first month, Stephanie Zed's. And I do believe that this color is Tropical Butterfly. Oh, I'm using the Caron Anniversary Cake. And I do believe it's Tropical, yeah, Tropical Butterfly. And I did want to finish what I started with this, with the green tip on the last video that I showed you the slippers, because in that playlist, I do believe that there are at least 2 other pairs of slippers that are going to use the that weight of yarn, and I definitely want to use that yarn when making the slippers. So there's that, and then I'll insert a picture here of them with what they look like on the back of the couch, and I will also leave a link down below for Stephanie's pattern. Alrighty guys, sorry, I had to look up the next project that I already finished. I forgot who did it and what it was called. So last couple, I think it was over the weekend. I think it might have been Sunday because it was the football. Yeah, football. Sunday we went over to Matt's sister's house and hung out, and her boyfriend has been asking me for a hat for a little while. Now I've been like, working on other things, and hats really aren't my thing. So I didn't have anything I was working on. I'm like, listen, like it's cold outside. I'm just gonna make him a hat. So we drove up here to headquarters, and I picked out yarn, which I ended up picking out the black patons or patones, classic wool DK superwash merino or wool. This is what they look like, but you know, this is the purple one that I have, not the black one. It is still in the car, and I just don't feel like going down there in the cold. But that's what I used in black. We'll go over the details of it. Each ball, and oh, and I only used one small skein for it, which is 50 grams or 1.75 ounces, 125 yards or 114 meters. The color again that I used was black. I used one of them. It is 100% wool. I used an I hook, even though this is a number 3 and it calls for an H. The pattern called for an I, so I went with an I. It is hand wash. You know, it's wool. So the person that I got it from is here on YouTube, and it's Omni Crochet, OMI Crochet, and it's called Men's Crochet Beanie, Men's Crochet Hat. And again, I will link that down below, so you can go check it out. I was over a little while ago, and I was like, you know, looking at the hat he was wearing, and we were going through my phone trying to pick out one that he would like. This is the one that he picked out, and it was actually the herringbone stitch, which I've never done before, which was interesting to learn. It did take me a little bit because the very first time that you go, you know, you wrap your hook, you go down into the you know, loop down below, you hook your yarn again, come through, but you don't do it like a normal double crochet. So there's like a little extra step. So that little minus the step, actually, I guess you could say it's minus a step. Took me a little bit to get used to, but then once I got used to it, it went great. The pattern was awesome. I loved the way that it turned out. Now, because I did it over at their house, I tucked in the end right away, and I did give it to them right away. So I'll insert a picture of it here, which I hope that the pictures do it justice. I tried to take the best pictures that I could over there, you know, on the fly with all family around yelling at football. It was great. So I do love, love, love the herringbone stitch. Again, I've never tried or attempted of that stitch. I do believe that Crystal, a long, 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 long time ago, I might have watched a video of her making something of the herringbone stitch, which I'm sure because she does, you know, all the stitches, which is amazing. So yeah, I'll link that down below. And again, it is from Omni Crochet, OMI Crochet. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I thought that it would take more than one skein, so I took like this whole pack over, thinking like it would take 2, but it didn't. It took 1. Now I didn't do as many rows as she did on hers. I kept shaping it, like going down and down and down. And I kept asking Steven to try it on to see how much he liked the length. And then finally, when it got to the length that he wanted, like I just stopped and then finished it off with the 2 rows of single crochet. I think she only did 1 row, but I did 2. Just for poops and giggles, I did 2 rows. Oh, I know I did 2 because I wanted to finish out what I could of that skein. I didn't want, like, you know, a bunch left over. I did have a little bit left over, but I ended up throwing away, and that's all right. So yeah, those are done. So guys, that's all I have for you this week, was my little tiny shopping trip and the finished objects that I have done. Tonight while I'm up here, I am going to be working on the mandala blanket for part 2. So hopefully that will be coming up shortly. I'm going to end on my daily reading of Melody B. Ty, Journey to the Heart, Daily Meditation on the Path of Freeing Your Soul. And I do believe that we are on January 27th. Let's just make sure here. Yeah, I do believe we're on January 27th. Open your heart as often as you need. Opening your heart is not something that you do once or twice. It is a way of life. How quickly life does things that make you want to close off, wall off, shut down, go away. But our commitment to staying open has little to do with what life does to us. It has to do with what we decide. It has to do with how we decide we want to live. Open, loving, safe. You're safe because we know our ability and our willingness to love comes from within us. It is the ultimate form of learning to embrace our power. A long time ago, when you were young, you may have told yourself, is it risky to love, to trust, and to feel? You told yourself that everyone you trusted would in the end betray your trust. Your belief has many times proven true, but it's time now to believe something else. It's time to believe that the opposite is true. It is risky not to love, not trust, not feel. Your security doesn't come from trusting others. Your security comes from trusting and cherishing your own open heart. Don't let life shut you down. Open your heart as often as needed. Guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be safe and stay groovy. Bye.